find ourselves now with our heroes, the Blizzard Wizard, the Lizard Wizard, and the Gizzard Wizard, leaving out of the town of Bridgeland in Amberhelm, the realm of the elves. They were given a quest to enter into the Dreadwood Vale, rumored to be full of lights and laughter, and they are seeking the leader of the spider people. His name is King, and he's been causing a lot of trouble for the people of Bridgeland, capturing people and probably eating them.
Well, I'll be the first to say I do not want to go on this mission. Spiders are not my favourite, but
I'll eat them.
I feel much braver with my adventurers.
I know he'll eat them. It's a fucking lizard, dude.
My fellow wizards who never die and have mad bars.
Problem, eh?
Yeah.
I think we'll be okay. We'll protect you, Blizz.
Thanks.
Blizzy Wizzy.
Raoul, the guy at Bridgeland, who gave our heroes the quest they're on. He told them that Ettercap Forest, or it's Dreadwood Vale is about 2 miles away from Bridgeland, and now they're on their way.
You know, I don't know why, but like the inner thought monologue in my head just like went really stupid for 45 seconds.
Sketchy, yeah.
I'm sitting here, you know, I'm like flashing back, and I'm like, oh, dude.
My thoughts are scattered often.
And
I'm just so scatterbrained. It's, you know.
Oh man, maybe we need to do this quest. Get our wizard's mind, you know.
Yeah, I agree.
Get away from our work. Do someone else's work. Clear our mind.
Do a mission that we were sent on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to clear their wizard minds collectively, Lizard Wizard has something to say. That was very enlightening.
We didn't hear you. What did you say?
I don't know.
It was almost like you didn't say anything.
I'm trying to clear my mind right now.
Maybe take a page out of Lizzie's book.
Just be silent.
Yeah.
Just don't think about anything.
Reflect.
Lizard Wizard is busy reflecting on his times from the Silent Sea, where he was given his lizardly powers.
He's deep in contemplation.
You must like it. He's left.
It's in fond memories.
Approaching close now to the Dreadwood Vale, the adventurers even start to see some of these rumored lights inside it.
Did you see those lights? Did we hear about those lights before? Did you hear about those lights too?
Without a doubt.
Kind of flickering around, and
Look at that. What's going on down that hallway?
Let's go investigate.
down inside what could be considered a hallway. Most people would call it a path because it's through the woods.
I call this a path.
It's an outside hallway.
You're wrong.
In nature's hallway, our adventurers peered down it, and
That tree.
there's a tree right in the center, as it's a giant growth, and around this tree, there's a bunch of the lights.
This tree clearly seems to be the source of these lights. You know, maybe there's something special about this tree that we can find more out about.
Do you happen to have a clear bag?
I do.
You know, let's just put a bunch of these inside a clear bag.
Okay.
So it'd be like a torch.
Yeah.
Gizzard Wizard, through his chicken beak, suggests a plan about bagging some of the lights, and attempting to run over to him and get them all tucked into a bag. They try it.
I hope they don't escape my reach and just, like fireflies fly away.
Almost being able to get away, but not quite. A couple of the lights were captured inside of this. It's like a Walmart bag, basically.
But I got, boys, a couple of these firelights inside my almost like Walmart
I need
bag.
to talk around a little bit. Shake them around.
No. Be gentle with our new lordy friends.
They're aggressively trying to get out of the bags.
It almost seems like they're getting dimmer while they're mad, guys. You shouldn't have shaken the bag.
I'll stroke them and re-brighten them.
Lizard Wizard knows these lights, and he's remembering from a time in his past in the silent sea that he's seen them before.
This is why you guys needed to clear your minds.
He remembers seeing them around another great tree in another meadow of forests, and it dawns on him that these are the lights of the tree.
So what are these called again?
The lights of the tree.
Oh man, these tree lights are the lights of the tree.
Well, what do
You have to be really careful around them. If you get zapped by too many of them, you could really get hurt.
Okay.
But if you piss them off,
Caution.
if you make them mad, they dip.
Oh no! They're dimming and they're mad.
Gizzard Wizard slaps the lights out of Blizzard Wizard's hands, and they disappear from reality.
Our friends are gone forever because of you.
We never had them in the first place.
We don't have any more light.
But they're everywhere, aren't they?
Spiking out of the tree, you hear laughter now coming from the lights, which are a source, and you can see that it's like inside of the tree as well.
What the hell is that?
Something we need to go check out.
See what you did, Gizzard Lizard?
You're angering the light tree.
We can't see it now. What if it attacks us when we get really close?
It's a tree.
Have you ever seen
No.
Harry Potter?
Shut it down.
Gizzard Wizard has clearly never seen Lord of the Rings and doesn't know that certain trees can move and shit. This tree can't, though, and our heroes approaching it get close to its insides, the opening to its insides.
Wow, boys, this tree sure is bigger in here than I thought. It's almost like the great Deku tree from that story I read about.
Oh, I
Yeah.
did not read about this story.
Oh, well, it's much like this.
Okay.
Inside of the tree, our heroes can see many of these lights. They're like little fairies, or like they're called the Fae.
Oh, the Fae. Yeah, I remember from wizard school, and we all attended and graduated. Besties.
When you get dusted with their poop, it makes you tired.
Can't you guys speak, Fae?
I know one of us can. Probably the one
Gizzard.
of us who spent much time on the something seas. Contemplating, learning. That sounds just like that Fae language.
And Lizard Wizard using his communication skills signals at the lights, and they seem unresponsive. Maybe they require a certain dialect. A chickeny dialect. They respond to the sound.
Oh, they seem to like that noise you make. Oh my God, they're all lighting up.
All of the lights start to glow brighter, and they swarm around you. They immediately flock to you, and they look at you, and the biggest one, that it's actually a combination of all of them. And he says to you, I am the light of the tree. What do you wish for?
Fuck you.
A new pair of pants.
Hey, what quest giver rah want us to get?
I believe it was Raoul
Raoul.
or Randy.
That's correct. It was
I
Raoul.
like Randy.
Maybe it was Randy.
He told you to find the Eder King, king of the Eder Caps, the spider people, who has the scepter of binding rune stones.
Well, I wish to know how to defeat this evil spider.
That is a worthy wish. The lights break back to their normal pieces, and they scatter about the tree, and it lights on spiritual fire. And our heroes flee outside to get out of it. And in the fire, you see...
Is that a giant flaming sword I see?
Oh, it is.
You see the sword of the Eder King Slayer.
Whoa. Look at it just glowing there. Who's gonna be the one
Dibs.
to win? I suppose that settles that.
You give a chicken a fucking sword.
He grabbed it.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
The lights appear to you and they say, inside of those flames will burn eternally the sword of the Eder King Slayer until a hero worthy enough can retrieve it.
Go on in there, chicken.
Oh, that's my duty.
And destiny.
Hold-
Just
hold
in
on,
case.
hold on.
Maybe he'll die.
Do either of you have any slow walk montage music? No? No. Alright, I'll just walk in there.
In a slow walking montage, like some sort of badass, Gizzard Wizard, our chicken hero, launches himself into the heart of the flame of the tree containing the sword of the Eder King Slayer.
Don't do it!
Bursting through and onto the other side, our chicken is revealed holding a magical sword, bursting with flaming radiance.
Our hero!
Bagok!
What a great crowd!
The tree dissolves.
Well, down this natural hallway here.
Here we go.
Pointing along and leading his companions like a true leader would, Gizzard Wizard, wielding the sword, goes down the natural hallway of the forest, deeper and deeper into, the Dreadwood Vale. And now, approaching Ettercap Web City. It's like tree forts and stuff, but it's all spiderweb spun.
My God, I've never seen a city made of web.
It's disgusting.
I bet that's why this magic fire sword is the weakness to this place.
You know what might blow them away?
Tell me. Make it real cold, and then you, with the fire, make it hot.
Completely just
You and me.
negating both of our...
Let's destroy this monstrous city.
God, he can eat the bugs.
Yeah.
Hearing your screaming, many Ettercaps take notice and fall from the ceiling, like spiders on strings, because that's what they are.
Yeah. Disgusting.
And they launch at you.
Defend with my sword.
Don't be a fool. I'm gonna use my hibbity-bibbity blizzard.
Taking initiative, Blizzard Wizard uses his hibbity-bibbity blizzard, launching it at the Ettercaps and barely overcoming their strong webs, but doing so and sending them off of the ceilings and flying deep down into the caverns of the forest cave.
I knew it was a good idea. You and your silly sword.
Good job, good job.
One of them still looks angry though, and he
Fuck that
comes
angry
down and he's like, I'm gonna spider ya. And he successfully spiders you, starting to bind your legs, chicken, Gizzard Wizard.
The wizard jumps in and tries to eat him before he makes it all the way around.
Lizard Wizard, channeling his inner amphibian, launches a long tongue at the spider and successfully consumes it.
Why aren't you thanking your fellow wizard for saving your life?
He's a lizard.
You pay him your respects.
Son of a bitch chicken, you think that I wanted you alive?
He just ate a fucking spider, bro.
On your behalf.
Lizards do.
Thank him for
I didn't
it.
have
Thank
to eat
you.
that lizard.
Sorry, do you
And
want
that
the sword?
spider.
You want the sword?
Off in the distance, you see what looks like a giant spider web throne.
I'm gonna march right over to it and just mess it up.
You know what?
Giant
Let's hip hop march to it, boys.
itty bitty blizzard right on the throne.
Itty bitty wizard on the way to the throne.
Chicken on the throne.
Approaching in some sort of makeshift, improvised sounding hip hop manner, our heroes, they're at the throne now. Sitting atop it is what you assume, because of the crown and the placement and the throne and the place, that he is the Eder King. He has a scepter as well.
You notice the name tag? It says, hi, like, I'm Eder King. I'm pretty sure this is
What a strange system, but yeah, this is definitely our guy.
Hey, look at that staff that he has.
He says, hi, welcome to the Eder King Forest. I'm the Eder King. How can I help you today?
Eder King, that's enough of your racist insults and your unfair treatment of your people.
Whoa.
We have come here today to slay you and take the scepter you possess.
What's going on here? I'm like getting what's it called? Third degree? Yeah, what the fuck is happening?
Stop trying to intimidate me and my wizard friends.
You know, I'm gonna call my manager just in time as the Eder King calls down his manager, which is actually spiders that are ranked under him. They swing from the ceiling.
Blizzard strike!
Blizzard uses his blizzarding abilities, and he spins him up right round, and spins him out of the fight.
So
Good
what
job.
if I were to do a water blast the hallway and he freezes it? That way we no longer have to worry about the spiders.
I like that idea, but we don't have much time to,
Let's execute it quickly.
Yes.
Using Lizard King's magical icing abilities, or someone's doing some icing, and the lizard uses his water abilities, and he sprays down everywhere, including the hallway. And then he signals at his buddy Blizzard, freezes it over with his blizzarding powers, creating what's essentially a giant slip and slide. Or a, what do you call it when you do shots off of an ice thing?
Sloosh?
It's a luge.
Those were some great spells.
I try.
We are fantastic.
The Eder King raises off of his throne and he says, we're only open until 5, and now it's 5, it's time to go. And he jumps down from his giant spidery throne, and as he lands and crashes into the ground, you notice that he's in like plated metal spider armor.
Oh, awesome. I lightning strike him.
He, Gizzard Wizard using a lightning strike on the Eder King. The Eder King uses his scepter and deflects it, and he's like, now watch what true spider power is, behold! And he uses the scepter of binding rune stones, and he captures Gizzard Wizard inside of a force field containing him and his sword.
Well, that seems like a bust. Maybe we should just clear out of here. Cut our losses and just say goodbye. Well, I mean, how do we defeat that? If he does that to me, what am I gonna do?
Right.
Guys, I can still hear you.
Anyway, let's hit the road.
Guys?
You and me.
Guys?
I'm ready.
Frozen Wizard plus the Blizzard Wizard. Let's go.
Guys? Smite Eder King? Anybody?
Starting to abandon their friends, the Blizzard Wizard and the Lizard Wizard, deciding that their names sounded better together anyways, but they didn't even need a trio. That's been out since the Stooges, and then they're leaving, they're on their way, but what they realize is that in the time that they were discussing their plan and getting captured inside of orbs, that his managers that were blown out of the way, they came back and they sealed them into a deep, dark cocoon. They can't get out because of spider webs. And he says, ha ha ha, now I've got you captured. And he looks at the chicken, the Gizzard Wizard, and he tries to crush him inside of the orb, trying to shrink its size and crush him. But Gizzard Wizard, wielding his sword of flame, slices through the magical barrier, which he should have thought of earlier, and it falls into pieces.
I'm okay with this.
And Gizzard Wizard gives a battle cry. He's terrified, the Eder King.
I say maybe have you freeze it and we break out through it.
Oh, I do that!
Conspire with that king.
The Blizzard Wizard starts freezing the outside layers of the cocoon, but since it's big, it's taking quite a while, and during the time frame, Gizzard Wizard tries to conspire with his enemy.
See what these fuckers trying to do to me?
Don't be such a baby!
Shut the fuck up!
Don't be such a pussy!
We thought you were dead!
They did try to leave you, my
Everyone did!
They left me, man.
Do you know how Eder Spider rules work? If I bite you, you'll become an Eder Spider.
Really?
You'll no longer have to be a chicken wizard. You can be...
And I sliced it.
Oh. Wow. Surprising the Eder King with a diplomatic ruse. Using the sword of flaming justice, stabs him right in his spidery face, dealing... it's like 35 damage. Ending the Spider King's life. And out of one of his many arms rolls out the scepter of binding runestones.
I got both of them, motherfuckers!
Whoa! Great work. I never could have done that alone. You are truly the hero of heroes amongst our group.
He don't like us anyway.
Well, maybe we can sweet talk him and butter him up, maybe boy him around. He'll forget all about us abandoning him to his spidery death.
Guys, that's unforgivable, man.
Get over it. You fucking bitch. Deal with it.
All of the spiderwebby cocoon around them starts to fall apart upon the Eder King's death, allowing our heroes to leave if they wished. But, to their surprise now, in the center, there is a pedestal. And upon the pedestal, there are 2 slots.
You know what? I'm gonna sit down on this nice little spidery webby throne here.
You're the new Spider King. Is that what you're trying to say?
Situation here.
The Gizzard Wizard sits upon the pedestal, and to his left, there is a hole that looks like it would match something he has. And to his right, there is a hole that looks like it would be the same.
Put the scepters in the hole. Be a chicken, be a whale. Just do it. Don't think about it. 1 scepter, 2 scepter, 1 hole, 2 hole.
Step.
Ow! You son of a bitch! Ow!
Stabbing at his companion, the Gizzard Wizard, now breaking an alliance, does 4 damage to the Blizzard Wizard.
You betrayed me.
You betrayed me!
Yeah, well. Yeah.
Now I'll do what you asked me to.
So be it.
I will set in each of their right places. Well, wrong places the first time. I'm not too bright, so I gotta switch them. But the second time!
Upon inserting the flaming sword of fiery justice into one of the places, it locks in, and the back portion of the throne is erected upon that insertion. And then the other weapon was put in the other place, and it's like a lazy boy recliner footrest grows out of the throne. And behind it, the whole forest and everything shifts, and your throne becomes, you're the king of the forest now.
Gizzard King.
All hail the Gizzard King. All hail the Gizzard King.
And then it's a beautiful lady of the forest, and she approaches you, and she's starting to fill you in, and she's like, "My name is Dale."
What a deep voice for a beautiful woman.
She's like,
I think she likes you, Gizzard.
"Lord Gizzard Wizard, you are now the king of Dreadwood Vale, and you shall reign supreme as long as you live, and all of the forest will be at your command."
Long range gizzard wizard!
Slap them with a branch.
Long range gizzard wizard!
Long reign, Gizzard Wizard. And Dale slaps him with the branch.
Oh! Ow!
You are now
Ow!
my council.
You cruel, cruel king!
This is the initiation. First council.
Blood in, blood out.
You dare disrespect this tradition that has happened no times before this. Now?
I don't!
Alright.
Never.
The king, this is Dale by the way, requested that you be now his counsel under the tradition of being whipped with a stick. So now you have a choice. It's either execution for betrayal, or you are his royal counsel, and you will be like, it's like the president's cabinet.
I, for the rest of my days, will counsel this gizzard king.
I accept as well.
Lizard Wizard and Blizzard Wizard are under your command, my liege.
All hail gizzard
Alright, man, I'm sorry about stabbing you, though. My bad, dude. Wizards for life. Wizard always for life, man. We're good. We're good. My bad. You guys couldn't, help me, though. Really? You fucking assholes are gonna leave me?
I think it's time, not for reflection of the past, but only thoughts of the future.
Dude, that was like a half hour ago. It's still happening.
Sorry, buddy.
Either way, let's celebrate this victory and crown
Yes, let's...
with the Frederick Greengrass of lore and
some
legend.
drinks.
Yeah!
Being merry and cheering on the new ruling of the Gizzard Wizard, the whole forest of Dreadwood Vale celebrates by indulging in Frederick Greengrassery and some hearty ale drinks. And the camera pans out as our heroes are starting a new history for this part of the land, and the people of Bridgeland in the scepter of binding runestones, which was probably necessary for something super important like saving some lives or something, is completely forgotten as it becomes the new symbol of the Gizzard Wizard's kingship over the land.
All hail gizzard wizard!
All hail
Long may he reign!
We'll see you next time on Creatures in Corridor.